In the 90s, Playmates Toys made the deepest line of Star Trek action figures in history. My name's Keith, and I'm a collector working towards owning all 284. I've been a Trek fan for almost 35 years, and most people are sick of me talking about it. But somehow I've convinced my old friend Mike to review them with me on Look at My Star Trek Toys! What's up, everybody? Welcome back to Look at My Star Trek Toys, a little YouTube show where I show Mike my Playmates Star Trek action figures. But, Mike, we have something special today. We are doing a special review of not a Playmates playset, but a playset specifically built for the Playmates line by our new friends at Dazbot Custom Toys, who sent this along to us. This is a reviewer copy. We didn't buy it, but our opinions are our own. So I'm very excited to start opening these things up. How are you, Mike?
I'm doing great, Keith. We've said it so many times on the channel. I'm going to say it again. There is a visceral response. I think it's why the unboxing videos blew up on the social medias and the YouTubes. There's a visceral response of just getting that feeling, and you'd think it has to be a tangible feeling, but it does not. You can experience it virtually. I've been doing it for years, looking at you play with your own toys, and now we get to open up something new, something created fresh for the toys we love to play with. So I'm excited to be here for this, Keith. Have you opened it already, or is this a freshie?
I have not.
Okay.
I took both of our addresses off the label, off of the box. But beyond that, it's right here. I've never seen it before. I've seen pictures, obviously, but I have never seen the toy. I have never played with any of the Dazbot line yet.
So Dazbot is a for-profit custom?
Yes.
Okay.
Yep. Dazbot is an Etsy company. Okay. And you know, we're gonna tease all of this, but guess what? Right there on that QR code in your corner, you can go straight to their Etsy store and buy all of their things. I imagine, at least when this one airs, you can still probably get one under your tree here in the holiday season. They have a huge, extensive line of Star Trek 3D printed custom playsets for your...
Is there a second box, Keith?
There's not a second box. They both fit in here.
Oh, but what about the copy that's coming to my house?
Oh, and it's so funny. No. So, Yeah. Mike is always so salty. He never gets sent the fun stuff. Someday. Yeah, you got the Deep Space Nine companion, so that totally counts.
And I totally bought you one too, so...
Which you are holding hostage.
It's true. 100% true.
You're like, I bought you one, sure, no, but you can't have it.
I'm sure that Dazbot would agree. Like, mailing things is a pain in the butt. You gotta, like, go out of the house, drive to a place
to see other human beings. It's, you know, I get it. It's a whole thing. It's a whole thing. But look, mailing. If we want to play with physical toys, sometimes you gotta get stuff in the mail. But you know what you do get, Mike? That is the love and support of our patrons at patreon.com. Mike, why don't you introduce us to our patrons?
As always, we thank the support, both emotionally and fiscally, of Brian Kaufman, Casey Clark, Cloud Lover 69, Jason Moe, Andrew Hayes, Jorge Navoa, and the mysterious Anne. Worf's Boot Shivs, CRM Productions, Charles Babbage, at Grim_Toys, Delusions at Noon, Eric Wilson. And there's one thing that I think really sums up how we feel about these people, Keith.
Oh, what's that? Yep. Boop, boop. No one has ever gotten more mediocre mileage out of a sound clip than you have out of that. I don't think anybody but you has ever laughed, but I appreciate you're sticking to it.
Yeah.
All right. So, guess what? We are going to open up.
So wait, I want context first. Yes, we have to tease it some more. Give me some context. So these are play sets that are built, so sort of like the shuttlecraft we saw and things like that, but for the figures, for the 4.5 figures?
Specifically for Playmates 4.5 inch, the classic 90s line. So this is, so they literally built all of their play sets specifically for this one line of toys.
I'm totally checking it out while you talk.
Oh, well, we can find out if the QR code works. If I loaded it correctly. Yeah. So it's really interesting. It is it's a subgenre of a subgenre, but they are not the only people who do it. But they do fantastic work. So today, as Mike is already ordering them.
No, I'm going to say up in advance. Sorry, Keith. The last thing I'll say, and then I'll shut up. Keith and I are heading right for that 1,000 subscriber number, and reviews really help the channel. We like your thumbs up and your subscriptions. So whether you can afford to or decide to purchase anything from Dazbot today, if you like what you see, use that QR code, pop over to their Etsy shop, and maybe give a couple, like a thumbs up or like that seller, because I think that would help them as well. So if you if you're compelled to do so, we want to give them that K&M bump, Keith.
Yeah, if you notice no change in your sales, you got the K&M bump. But look, it's another small business just like us, and we got to stick together and support each other. So today we are going to be opening a thing from our sister show, Keith and Mike Watch Deep Space Nine, also available on our channel here, because we are going to be opening the TongoTable from Quark's bar.
Ooh.
Here, it's so cool. It's the TongoTable is a big part of Deep Space Nine lore. Many important things happen at that table on the show. We've learned much about our characters here. So what do you say we crack open this box?
It's time.
And see what's inside. Here we go. So in here is actually this week's and next week's episode. Okay. So we'll see in what order. I don't know how they package them. We're going to find out. While I fight tape.
Oh, we got a sticker. We got, great marketing.
All right, first off, enjoy Dazbot Toys. There's the same QR code, folks. Very cool. There it is.
Oh, look, each little piece is segmented and packaged. Great.
Yes, everything is in pieces like this. Okay. Very cool. So first off, we got all the chairs around the table. Very important. That is, I don't know. We're going to find out. Oh, fun. I don't know how I went. There is an instruction video on how these all go together, but I think it's more fun if two dum-dums just screw it up together.
Yeah, if you've never watched any of our other playset unboxings, we don't really do instructions. But no. You should look them up, though, because do you remember that one where we were looking for batteries, Keith, and we didn't think the toy worked, but then, somehow you got the corrosive off with a toothbrush and some,
And was that not good TV?
It was awesome. I still think about it at night when I'm trying to sleep. Those are just words that came out of my mouth.
So, thank you for being a brief supporter, Dazbot Toys. We understand that you are now have disassociated yourself with us, understandably. Okay, so these are all of these pieces here are custom 3D printed, and so we have our. All right,
now,
let's
Keith,
take a look at these chairs.
The Tongo table is different than the what's the other game they play all the time? Dabo.
Yes, it's another Ferengi game, but but
there's no girls associated with this one.
There's always girls associated with it. No, I mean, for sure, somebody needs to make the underboob lady custom figure. But yes, so this one is the one where they're all playing around. It's closer to cards as opposed to roulette, which Dabo is closer to roulette, I think. So let's take a look. Let me move my microphone like a professional. Wow. So this is a custom 3D printed chair.
What's it feel like? Does it feel like resin or like plastic?
It feels resiny, or it's like a thick, hard plastic. Like this is really sturdy. This is actually very well constructed. It's, it sometimes with the custom 3D prints, they're just higher quality, than the mass-produced ones. So this is sturdier, harder, it's heavier.
Yeah, I've noticed that about our custom-made Keith and Mike figures from CRM Productions.
Which are resin, yeah.
I plopped that up on my shelf without a stand or anything, and I was like, just keep waiting for it to fall over. Has not fallen down.
Has it not?
Nope.
Wow, I'm too scared to have mine stand because I can't possibly break them.
Oh no, he's here.
You can get
so
those
much more
at
handsome
CRM
than me,
Productions, which are another fantastic custom toy, but they're just focusing on figures. All right, so look at this. We've got 6 chairs. You get a lot of chairs for your buck.
Oh, that's cool.
The trick here is you have to have 5 friends, and then you can all play together. Okay, cool. All right, so
seating. You know, first, every time you're planning a good game night, seating, appropriate amount of seating is number 1. So we've checked that off the list. Now we just need a game to play.
Okay, so
Quark's overseeing.
Look, Quark's. All right, he's going to supervise and criticize me as I put these things together. And even with the original line, without the new articulations, double Quark, sits nicely on the chair.
You got a ROM, Keith, or maybe like a
yeah, I got a ROM.
A Nog.
Well, the little, remember Nog is the tiny little.
Yeah, but he
Nog?
can stand on the chair. He could stand on it.
He can stand on the chair. All right, there we go. There's Quark. There's ROM. They're all together there. Okay. Great start.
Yep. Now we just need a game to play.
We do need a game to play. All right. So we have here some.
I'll wait till Charlie gets a hold of this.
Oh, I know, right? And this is some gold pressed latinum. That's cool. It comes with latinum.
Where in that bag? Could you hold it up to the camera?
Oh, yes.
Oh, that is cool. That's really cool.
It's, oh, wow. I'm going to lose. Folks, be very careful with your gold pressed latinum because I'm going to say Quark stole it as opposed to I will drop it on my carpet and then it'll be gone forever. But that's really cool. Let's look at see if we can get into the real detail work on that because come on, focus. Because it has there it is. Mike, look at that.
That's really awesome.
Look at the detail that's built into that. And very much in keeping with the original line choking hazards. Like they absolutely and they feel like them. That's a and again, even the tiny little bars, you have the
oh, and they go into the little funnel thing at the top. Yeah.
Detail in. That's really cool. I mean, like that's the level of detail that makes this fit into the Playmates line seamlessly. Right? Because that's really what you want to do. If you're doing a custom toy specifically for a toy line, it needs to fit in. And that's the type of thing that really does make it. Even though this is definitely a higher quality plastic, whatever.
Well, and I'm starting to think about it now. You know, Keith and I have talked, and we've done a couple episodes on the way people display their figures. And Keith is very organized. He's got shelves, and it's very, like, OCD style. I have started to grow to love the dioramas that people build, but clearly there are more figures than there are sets and worlds to display them in. However, maybe not anymore. Maybe now there's enough little scenes
expanding.
To do. Yeah.
I mean, Dazbot has a huge selection of increasingly elaborate and increasingly complex and large. And one of the things that I like what they do, because if you look at their like their 10 forward set, or Picard's Ready Room, it's scalable. You buy it in pieces, and you can continue to expand and have it grow. Yeah. So here's the stand.
Some of these are in. The complete Ready Room. Wow.
Yeah. Mike's discovering it live on air.
Yeah.
That's what always happens when we start like reviewing one of these things and a toy that Mike's not familiar with. I lose my co-host. He's gone. He's shopping. He's like, it's the same thing.
I would say
with
these are pretty reasonably priced as well. I mean, the toy we're looking at, we should say this. The toy we're looking at today is currently on sale, Keith. It's marked
20%
down.
off.
So it's usually about $100. It's at $75 now.
Yeah.
But there's low stock. So
Lovestock,
hit that
get on
QR
it.
if you're in it.
That's true. It may be sold out by the time this airs. Yeah. So like again, just looking at the construction and the sturdiness of this is just the base for the table. Very simple. But you can tell like this is tough. Mm-hmm. This isn't sort of a cheap little plastic thing. It has not been mass produced, which I really. There's my cat.
He's like, you want little things? I'm in.
All right, so everybody, here's a visit from Charlie.
He's like, you done with that? You done with that stuff yet, Dad? Because I'm about to take that with me.
No, buddy, we're hold on. Get on, or I'll put on the toy cam so you can see the live shot.
Yeah, it's those little gold plus platinums. He's like, yeah, that's for me. Charlie, what's up,
buddy? That's not really helping.
He's like, all right, I'll be back. Give me a holler.
Well,
give me a holler when I can eat it.
You're not going to eat that because I'm not going to be picking that out of your out of the cat box.
Sifting it.
Thank you.
Yeah.
No, we will not be sifting. All right, where are we? All right. So yes. Anyway, just talking about like the
cat not included.
Cat is not included. But just the sturdiness of this, like it is a premium. It's designed to seamlessly look like the Playmates line, but it definitely is more premium in construction. Buddy, I know you want to go in your window, but I'm doing something. Huh? I'm doing something.
Guys, I've known Keith for nigh on 20 years, and he's never shown me even an iota of that affection.
We just made out on stage multiple times.
Yeah, that doesn't equal affection, Keith.
No, we were being paid to. So
remember when they closed the rehearsal because they thought we were going to be all weird about it, and I was like, whatever.
Whatever. Okay, so here is the main. Good Lord, we completely lost ourselves here.
Just listen. Come on, welcome to Keith and Mike.
Yeah, so Dazbot Toys, when you found us, you're like, we're going to get a great professional, very well done, tight.
If they thought that, edited. They don't watch the channel.
No, they don't. So this is on you. All right. So, cool. All right. So here is the divider piece because everybody's got their own.
Why don't you go ahead and show us that and give us a focus up? Come on.
Okay.
We're doing a YouTube show.
Oh, right. I'm just playing.
I know.
You have to keep reminding me.
My job is to remind. Oh, that is the D. Yeah, it's really. Okay.
Okay, and so these are all going to go and fit together. That's the. It's like half Legos. I love the Lego element of it because I do have to sort of put it together. All right, so here's the main table. There we go. Get it on the camera. Great, and again, just like it's, you know what it is? It's solid. Well,
you also you got to think about the creativity and the sort of reverse engineering it takes to think about this. Yeah, you know what the grand vision is, but when you're 3D printing, especially in the current state of 3D printing, it has to be very modular. So you've got to really think through how to separate it and break it down into the simplest forms so that when you put it together, it still resembles the thing, right?
And I like the texture.
Yeah, that's cool
too. That's one of the things that you don't get in the Playmates line.
Well, I mean, that's a product. That's a product of the 3D print.
3D printing, yeah. Like this is not hollow. These are all completely solid pieces here. All right, so that goes on that. We've got ourselves a heck of a table. I think this is how you do it. I'm looking at the reference photo here. Right?
The gold thing should go on the top. It's like the money bucket.
Right, so this goes on top, but then you complete it by sticking that part through there until it sticks through, and that goes there. And you have the completed.
Oh, it works.
It absolutely works. I don't necessarily. Yes, it does. Wait, it does.
Yeah, dude.
Turn, I think, on the show.
Put a couple of those in. Yeah, for those are the winnings. Oh so my god, I love this thing.
They're doing that right there. Oh, and so you've got. Oh, look at that. So you've got now the table or the chairs all around. And I think you know, Cisco's going to come play. I think.
Although we learned last episode, Keith, his poker face is bad.
Poker face, not good, not good. Okay, so Cisco's playing. Where'd I put Odo? Odo's got to be over here, like, you know, disapproving,
but like secretly lusting after Quark.
Oh yeah, no, they're 100% in love. But look at that, and look at the way the height is set, so the chairs do tuck under the table. If you don't have a player there.
Dude, is Alamoremi guy, is he a figure?
He is not an official figure, but I feel somebody's got to make one of them.
He should be he should be over there.
Alamoremi! Well, we need a play set for the Move Along Home game.
Keith and I just willing it into existence.
We've done worse.
Boot Shiv.
Boot Shiv. Worf's Boot Shiv. All
Battle
right,
Worf.
So, look at that.
That is
Super
really
Mega Worf.
Cool. That is really cool.
That's great. And, you know, and you talk about like the diorama right there. I don't know. Do they make a Quark's bar to put behind it and complete the image? If they don't, they should get on that. Hold on. Let's see if they do. Because they've got a lot of next-gen stuff and some original series.
While you look that up, Keith, I will be putting on the screen right now the reference video from the Etsy shop, so you can see the assembly from the
how the professionals do it.
The front-on plane instead of top-down, but we're gonna just use their
reference well, here video. I have a here's the reference points here, which I probably just put all over on top of your video.
That's okay. There was enough time.
But you can see, well, their reference photos are similar to mine. Look at that. They've got a, I was about to like comment on all the folks in that image, but it's spoilers for Mike. I can't talk about it. But see, the Grand Nagus is there.
Yeah, I want an Nagus figure for sure.
Oh, yeah, we don't have a Nagus figure for you? All right, we'll have to get on that. Yeah, okay. So, yeah, these are very high quality. I think it's excellent. You know, and look, you know, these are custom made one at a time by craftsmen. So they're not going to be cheap. It's not going to be like the Playmates. You're not going to be able to get these things for $40 because they cost more than that to produce. But these are more craftsman sort of work here, which I think is. Charlie is driving me insane. He's annoyed that I haven't opened up his window, so now he's scratching the couch. That's what happens here.
It's awesome. My cats have started, since my wife's been gone, just waking me up by actually punching me in the face.
Oh, wow. Okay.
And I'm like, all right.
Yeah. So, Mike, any more thoughts about the table here?
Well, I love the custom figures. I love looking at them. I love the creativity going into them. I have a whole new well of love for these custom play sets because it's a whole different creative process, not just the building and the creating and the printing. That's a whole separate thing, but just like the envisioning. When we looked at the Super 7, like upcoming, what are they called? The Ultimates.
Yeah.
They, you know, there's a bit of storytelling in the different, this is awesome, in the different accessories that they provide with, you know, and a selective edit to really boil it down to the accoutrement that will be specific to the storytelling they want to do. Same thing goes here. There's a curation of a story they want to tell through this designed set. And just looking at the other ones, I don't want to go through them too specifically while you're doing this because I know we have one more to look at. But, you know, if you're even remotely interested, check out the QR code, support an Etsy shop, or if you know other toy makers or people doing this type of thing, let us know. We want to branch out the show as much as possible.
100%.
And we really, really, really want to thank Dazbot. As Keith mentioned, they did send this over to us, but did not ask for any sort of editorial control, did not ask for anything other than to play with their toys. And that is super awesome, and we couldn't be more appreciative.
Yes, yeah. So, thank you to Darren at Dazbot Toys. This is fantastic. Really, really, really fun. I'm excited to open up some more next week. So yeah, like Mike said, do you have stuff you want us to take a look at? You can reach us either at lookatmystartrektoys@gmail.com or Keith and Mike Entertainment @gmail.com. And we can set up doing a review for you. Yeah, but other than that, thanks to our patrons at patreon.com/K&M. Mike, we're gonna have to learn Tongo.
Yeah,
I'm sure they built rules for it.
Yeah, for sure.
And you know, like you, me, and Jen, we should sit around this little table and steal some gold press latinum from each other. Yeah, fantastic, seamless with the figures. Love it. Very excited. So yeah, so thank you so much for watching. We will see you back here next week with another episode of Look at My Star Trek Toys. We have another playset from Dazbot Custom Toys, and then after that we have a whole mess of custom figures to talk about. Every time I think we're gonna run out of things to talk about, wow, no, we are not.
Y'all never let us down.
No. Check out our other show, Keith and Mike Watch Deep Space Nine, and K&M Geekly, where Keith and Mike just talk.
Yeah.
Basically, it's just Keith and Mike chatting about stuff.
Yeah, coming up, we're going to be opening up a present we got that we don't know yet. We got a Secret Santa.
That's true.
And talk about some holiday movies that Keith hates and I love.
Yes, that will be fun. All right, folks. Till then, this has been Look at My Star Trek Toys.